Hello YouTube and welcome to an Underworlds battle report. A short while ago I went to Outpost Antwerp to try out my Elathain Soulraid with Forza Frost Nemesis deck for a tournament in Halle, and facing me were the Chaos Warriors of Khagra's Ravagers using the Daring Delvers deck piloted by Peter, meaning I would have some hard-hitting, high toughness opponents against me for my first ever game with Elathain and in the Nemesis format. I went out heavily out of the gates, taking down the spellcaster of the warband and scoring 2 glory cards, one for having 3 charge tokens in my warband and one for taking down an enemy in enemy territory, after attacking his deck as well with the 2 milling cards that I have in my opening hand. I'd rather have them a bit later, but yeah. Sadly, while turn 2 started by taking down Khagra herself, but I was using too many attacks, needed 3 figures to do the final wound. I didn't manage to get any points in that round as he moved out of his own half to desecrate objectives at the end of the first turn with 2 warriors, and this resulted in his band being inspired just as mine in the second turn. Fuden was well on my board, and she was the first one to fall, and he grabbed some glory, so he had a lead at the end of the second turn, going 7-4. It was, by the way, 3-4 after the first turn. In the final turn I went into moving and trying to score the secondary objectives, as I had some good cards including Dead or Doomed for the end phases. I traded my 2 surges that I had that I had drawn for turn 2, because well, I didn't expect him to go into my half anyway. But my attacks kept failing miserably, and when Tamael went down I knew I couldn't win anymore. So nevertheless, thanks to my little fish, which was one of the goals to learn how to play with it, still have some fine tuning to do, I actually grabbed 6 glory points in the final end phase, resulting in only a 14 versus 10 defeat. So if the second round had allowed me to score at least one of the surges, it might have been a different story. Can't guarantee that though. But while I have a warband with no damage 3 hitter and rather frail defenses, they nevertheless proved to be a fun bunch to play. Now to fine tune in future gatherings the playstyle a bit more, get more out of the fish. I have to look it up because once he's on the board I believe you can't remove him anymore unless they smack him down, so I just have to time my placement of the little spinefish better. So yeah, Atiusi did his job to score a heap of points at the back, did some damage with his toxin, so yeah. On another note, there were 2 other games being played. The first was the Shadeborn against the Stablads. The Shadeborn won 7-6. And the second game, which was still in full swing when I left, was the Looncourt versus Magor. But I read afterwards on our WhatsApp group that the Magore had really trashed the Looncourt. But yeah, it was a fun night, and well, on to the next one. Bye bye.